purse offer, which we will open envelope to now. So Top Rank has submitted a total purse offer for $8,550,000 for the WBO welterweight mandatory championship contest, with the proposed dates of October 3rd, 2026. And the potential sites for this bout includes the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, or the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, Takeover Promotions has submitted a bid for $2,350,000, with Top Rank submitted a bid for $8,550,000. So the winner of the promotional rights for the WBO welterweight mandatory championship contest goes to Top Rank Promotions.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir. Mr. LaCroix.
All right, so apparently the Zone wins the purse bid with by airport. Apparently, they win the purse bid with for the for Keyshawn and Devin. And you know, we kind of been talking about it behind the scenes. I talked with a couple people, man, and shout out to Mr. T, man. He sent me some information and put me hip. Shout out to Barber's Choice. So we talked about it, and you know, so for the most part, Top Rank won with an $8.55 million bid, $8,550,000, or a little bit more, a little bit more than that, or on the nose. Teofimo Lopez bid $2.5 million. The understanding was that everybody knew, according to Raphael, I try to remember put on the screen, the Zone was gonna win this purse bid, and you know, Bill was pretty much saying that he didn't understand why Keyshawn just didn't accept the deal and let it go to purse bid. He got some bad information. Now, I'm going to speak on that in a second, but to me, from what I understood, and I said this last night on the live, it was more about what Devin was making. He'd be like, well, Devin can't, from what I took from it, our conversations, Devin making all this money. I deserve this if Devin going to make that. And, you know, and I tell people this all the time, never discuss how much money you make in the workplace, you know, until you good and gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, never discuss your numbers, because a lot of people, that breeds envy and jealousy. But Keyshawn gonna bring home about 2.1 million. That's now about 900,000, almost a mil less than what he would have got with the 3 million. Devin gonna make 6 million plus whatever the agreed upon the Zone deal he got. So apparently the Zone, I don't know what he got with the Zone, but it's more than the 6 million. So if the Zone promised him 10 million to fight, they're gonna make that difference up with 10. Now, I don't know what Shakur is getting, but Shakur is getting an eight-figure payment. So I don't know if it's $10 to $12 million. Whatever Zuffa was offering Devin after the fact, it was less than Shakur. So if Shakur is getting about 10 or 12, then Devin was getting about 11 or 10. I'm not sure. It was less than that from what I heard. So I'm guessing that maybe the Zone promised Devin $8 to $10 million. With that purse bid being 6, the Zone is going to take care of Devin, whatever the difference is of their agreed upon. So regardless, Devin was getting his chili. Regardless, the understanding was another question people had was why nobody else bid on the fight. Everybody know the Zone was going to win that bid because Top Rank is with the Zone. Keyshawn is under the Zone. Devin was with everybody involved was the Zone. So it was no point. The Zone gave Top Rank the money probably to bid for the fight. The Zone is funding the fight. It's going to pay-per-view. I believe they said October 3rd is what, you know, the new president of the WBO said. October 3rd is the target date. In the video I played there, he said it's going to be either at the State Farm Arena, the Michelob Light Arena, that's the old Mandalay Bay in Vegas, State Farm Arena in Atlanta, or the Brooklyn Barclays Center. Now, what it was told to me was, I don't, you know, that it was expected to be on the East Coast. But if it's in Vegas, you know, maybe I can pull some strings. You know what I mean? But because I like going to Vegas. And New York is easy to get to. But in general, you know, for this particular fight, you know, the next question if Keyshawn going to take the fight. But Devin, they're going to make sure Devin is compensated, and regardless. And I think it's jealousy that regardless of what happened, Devin got the deal. But Keyshawn with 15 fights, I mean, if you beat Devin, you can beat him. You can get that same deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing about it. If you win this fight, bro, you in the driver's seat. And I was, you know, kind of chopping it up behind the scenes, and it was like he pretty much don't want the fight because all that shit you said about Dev, if a privileged kid whoop your ass, or a kid that ain't from the hood whoop your ass, you didn't talk so bad about the guy. And this is why you don't down talk your opponent, because when you win, you get the praise. But if you down talk your opponent, people are like, well, you called him a bum, you called him trash. And if you lose to this bum trash nigga, what that make you? You know what I'm saying? So, right now, the highest Key ever made was $1.5 million. And at 15 fights in, that's some good money. So he getting about what? 600,000 more than he ever made. He could have made $3 million. I'm pretty sure the zone won't make that difference up for him. So, he lost about $900,000 by not taking the original deal. People said he was getting bad advice, and whether he took the advice on his own or he was saying that I talked to them people, I know exactly how much I'm getting. And now, they gotta pay you around $900 or $1 million less. So they ain't gotta pay you that. So the next thing is, will he take the fight? Will he take the fight? And if he doesn't take the fight, it might just be out of spite, just to take a payday out of Devin Haney, out of Devin Haney pocket. Because more than anything, it's not about wanting to do bodily harm to Devin Haney. I don't even think it's the embarrassment to losing to Devin Haney. I just think it's jealousy towards Devin Haney. I think they look at Devin Haney and say, well, I deserve that. That should be me. And to me, and thinking you deserve something that somebody else got, we all grow up knowing life wasn't fair. But thinking that you deserve something, who say I deserve this? Women say that. Even though, they cheated on their husband 35 times, or they stole from the beauty supply and they got to go to jail, they'll tell themselves, oh, I don't deserve this. They lie to themselves. And with Keyshawn, in my opinion, from my observation, I could be far off, I could be spot on, or somewhere in between. He look at Devin Haney and say, that deserve to be me. That should be me. And you'd be surprised how many people in this world have that I deserve, or they don't like a person because they don't think they deserve what they got. I deserve that car. I deserve that house. Even though they watch that person get up every day, put that work in, sacrifice, blood, sweat, and tears, and they're a lazy bum. People have that I deserve that complex. And to me, I think Keyshawn just really think he deserved to be in Devin Haney's shoes. Same age, he got a silver medal, but Devin turned pro. Devin don't have to sign his life over to Top Rank. Devin got a broadcast deal, and they only really had this vitriol when it comes to other people that look like them. When they come to T.O. getting a deal, why ain't nobody, bad mouthing T.O. deal? He called y'all niggas monkeys, all this shit. The fight with Shakur didn't sell. He don't sell. But yet Top Rank come in and give him a deal, even though he fell out with Turkey. He pissed everybody else off, sent bananas, came with a monkey mask on at the press conference, and they still made sure they blessed him. But instead of looking at, speaking on that, they scared to speak on speak on that. They love being on the safe side of the gun line, and this is why I respect a lot of these dudes in this space, because they'd attack somebody like Devin Haney for getting what he got, but when they put this money up for Ryan Garcia and they lose money, they give him opportunity, lose. Nobody point out the fact that he never apologized to black people. T.O. Apology was disingenuous. He still got a deal. They still losing millions and putting up millions and losing millions on Ryan and T.O. You never hear them talk about Xander and Boots numbers come out, which I'm talking about more of the Xander side. When Hispanics flop at the box office, when they give away their tickets, when they tickets half off, when they pay people to come to their fights, you never hear about them complaining about losing money on Hector or Brad. But the minute they even if they make money off a brother, they complain about it. So at the end of the day, will Keyshawn take the fight? That's up to Keyshawn Davis. But I think Keyshawn, it ain't even about the embarrassment of losing. I don't think it's about that. I don't think it's about the money. Keyshawn, in my opinion, Keyshawn is more worried. He is more worried that, nigga, I want to be Devin Haney. I deserve to be with Devin Haney. He already asked his daddy to take him to Tropping in Dubai. He's more concerned about being Devin Haney. He wants to be Devin Haney. He wants to be in Devin Haney position. He want a good family. He want a mother. He want a father. No father figure. You got to part this nigga. That's what he really want. He want his daddy to take him to Dubai and get him Dubai chocolate and buy him one of them goddamn godly cloaks and robes and all that shit and take him to Africa and get a dashiki and get some goats and shit. That's what he want. It's not about losing to Devin Haney. It's about it, but that's not the priority. Is that niggas want to be Devin Haney. And then you got Shakur Stevenson talking about, well, Have they confirmed the deal with Devin Haney? Like, man, worried about what's on your plate, pussy. Because your boy in this situation, because you wasn't man enough to step up and fight Devin Haney. You put your little brother in a position to get hit by a truck. And even if he hit this lick and he beat Devin Haney, like, bro, you going to be hating on him because he going to be a star. But I believe Keyshawn is 100% going to take this fight. I believe Keyshawn is going to take this fight. I'm 100% believe for this. And I said this in my short video, y'all see. He don't take this fight. He already pissed off Top Rank. Jay Prince already brought him back to life with Top Rank because he got pulled. He one of the guys I heard running Top Rank some years ago. I could be wrong about that. Then you piss off the zone. Then for whatever reason, Zuffa don't fuck with you. They ain't want to put you on a 2-fight deal over at with Paramount or do. So there's 4 different people who don't fuck with Keyshawn. Who you can't piss off the whole industry. You need somebody in your corner. If you bless Top Rank in the zone with a win over Devin Haney, even if you want to lead Top Rank, I guarantee you the zone give you an offer. Or if you gonna pull out this fight and not do business and not want to fight Devin Haney, you better have a play with Pro Box. You better have a play with Zuffa or some other entity that's gonna pay you. He just was broke. That's why he came back on this whole I just got my coochie rejuvenated energy these hoes be doing. What Cameron said, these hoes go get their coochie cleansed. That's why he came back. Oh, thank God. He came back on this God tip because he was broke. He was broke. And if he pull out this fight, he gonna be broke again. Hit the link in the description. Find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch. Check out the Boxing News playlist. Check out the Patreon. Peace.
Wants to address the WBO.
Okay. You said the envelopes had to be sealed.
Yes.
His envelopes are open. They were not sealed. They were open. They were not sealed. And you said they have to be sealed or it doesn't count. This is what you told me a little while ago.
No, that's not correct.
Okay, what did you say?
What I told you.
I'm only just trying to understand what you said.
The envelopes ordinarily must be sealed.
Well,
again,
his was sealed. Mine was sealed.
Yes.
But you told me that have to be sealed.
Yes, but
which I did seal them.
Correct, but that does not exclude their participation as long as they comply with the requirements.
Okay.
The seal is a process.
Okay, but
for the record, your objection is duly noted.
Okay.
And we will refer that to the championship committee. Okay. But for record purposes, the winner of today's purse bid is Top Rank.